Good morning, folks. This is Neymar. I'm Chief Market Analyst at Evertrade, and welcome to our daily analysis on our YouTube channel. In today's segment, we'll be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. A bit more different than what we usually do because usually we focus on one particular asset. But I think today, given what happened over the weekend, it is important for us to go through all of them. The risk warning is right in front of you. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me. Now, let's begin by looking at XRP. There is no doubt that the price action had a tremendous run over the last week, because one particular price action, one particular price point that we discussed was this particular resistance level running from 1.13 to 1.20. The price not only smashed that resistance level, but now it is continuing its journey towards its next major resistance on the weekly time frame, and that is sitting right on top of this particular candle. The high of that is 1.79. We have our stop just at 1.86, but as always, we are going to draw the other line, which is going to be running between 1.78 to 1.86. Now, if the price clears this particular price action, then there is no doubt that with the momentum from here is really going to push the price towards its all-time high of that, which is right over here of 3.22. So this price action, this price point is very important. Now, what about retracement? What if there is a retracement? Where can we see some sort of a buying pressure coming in? So in order to see that buying pressure, we have to really go into our 4-hour time frame just right over here, and then see if the price comes in between 1.20 to 1.24. that is where our initial sort of support zone is. But because these are support zones, so as always, I'm going to change the color to these ones to green line, because this help us to identify the support and resistance zone the moment that we look at them on the chart. The other support zone is going to be where the 50-day simple moving day average is trading at, and that is at 0.99 to 1.01. It is not likely for the prices to come all the way to here. I think the price is more likely to come into this area, and then that would be more of a bullish momentum anyway, and rather than prices coming all the way to here. Now, let's move on to the next one, which is our Ethereum. Again, Ethereum is seeing some tremendous growth, some tremendous momentum. And again, over the weekend, we have seen a really big run in terms of that as well. As you can see on the weekly chart, the momentum for this particular price action is really going to continue. In terms of our support or resistance, really the target for Ethereum is really going to be at 2500. Something that we have mentioned in our previous analysis as well, and that is the one that we'll be very much focusing on in the short term, and that is once again to mention that would be 2500 as our resistance level. In terms of support, we can certainly draw that, and that support zone is going to be just over here below the lows of these particular candles, and encompassing the saturation or the consolidation of these particular candles as well. So 1926 to 1984 is our support zone with the target of 2500 in terms of Ethereum. So again, if we look at the RSI, we are seeing the consistency in terms of a lower low, higher lows. The same sort of a momentum is forming here, so we don't really have to worry about anything in relation to that. Now, Bitcoin, this is really intriguing. Remember, we talked about the patterns forming, which was the head and shoulder, pattern, shoulder, head and shoulder, but that hasn't really worked out. Now the price is really talking about forming a double top, because this shoulder pattern didn't really work. The price has gone back to the upside, finding a support just above the 50-day simple moving average. So what we are really looking at is the price really going to form a double top, and that double top guys, going to be just where the price is trading at, right over here, the first top being over here and then the second top being over here. However, I do not think that is really going to be the case, because what we also have right now is an ascending triangle just right over here and the other one being over here. So the distance between this line to this line is going to be projected to the upside, and that means this from 60,000 all the way to 43,000. So that is about 17,000 price level move that we are really talking about. So 17,000 price level is really going to push the prices above our previous resistance target of 70,000, because previously we talked about the 70,000, but now it seems like that, you know, the next projection is going to be 17,000 if this pattern plays out. Of course, these patterns don't usually play out in the way that they usually do, but more important is we've got to keep an eye if the price can really continue to stay above this particular trend line, and that is the most important one that we have to focus on. And secondly, after that is can the price stay above the 50-day simple moving average. Something else which is also of quite importance is keep an eye on the 4-hour time frame and of course on the 30-minute time frame. On the 30-minute time frame, we do have the first bearish signal formed within the last few days when the 50-day crossed below the 100-day simple moving average. Now it is turning back to the upside. It is trying to move above the 100-day simple moving average. If that happens, that would be very, very positive in terms of a price action. However, if 50 cannot cross above the 100, then that is where we're going to see the biggest price action, biggest reversal really coming. All right, that's all for now. See you guys next time.